Good morning, everyone. And a special good morning and welcome to the visitors in our church. What is our faith all about? If you had to share the fundamentals of our faith with one of your friends who doesn't go to church, maybe one of your friends who's not a Christian, what would you say? Why come to church? Why believe in God? Who is Jesus Christ? How did Jesus Christ change the world? These are some fundamental questions that I think all of us need to reflect on from time to time. Today, it's most appropriate because the gospel lesson that we heard said that a light has shined forth in the world. The people who lived in darkness now saw a great light. What is the light that they saw? Who were these people in darkness? In some way, we could think of this as ourselves. All of us, humanity, without God, if we take God out of the equation of our lives, if we take faith out of the equation of our lives, what's left in our lives? We live for some years. Some people are blessed to live 80, 90, maybe even 100 years, but many people die much shorter. So we live for a certain amount of years. We are born in a family, hopefully a family of love, and we are nourished by that love of our parents, maybe the love of a spouse, maybe the love of children. But not everyone gets married, not everyone has children, so they don't all experience that love. But hopefully in the relationships we have, we experience love. But then it all ends. And when it all ends, you have to ask yourself, what was it all about? Why are we here? You know, I have a blessing every year at the beginning of the new year. I go around and I start to bless homes. I go into 150 homes. I went into many of your homes already, and those who I haven't gone to, I will go into. And I bless the homes, and for me, it's a great opportunity to see everybody and then to just reflect on life. I hear those who are older who tell me about their aches and their pains and their illnesses, and for some, their fear of death as they come closer to death. But for me, it's always interesting. I see some people who, 10 years ago when I knew them, they were strong, they were sure of themselves, they were quite confident in their own ability of everything. But 10 years later, I see them, and I see them frail, and I see them close to death, or at least drawing closer to death. And I think, where is that proud, arrogant self that I saw 10 years ago? It's changed, because life changes. So, what is life all about? What is the light that God brings into the world? Well, for those of us who are believers of Jesus Christ, we say, Jesus is the light of the world who comes to shine his light upon all those who want to receive his light, to all those who want to believe. And for us who are followers of him, we live according to the light of Christ. So we no longer live in darkness. We don't live in the darkness of ignorance, thinking that this world is a random world created randomly by a variety of atoms that came together, that formed creation, and that we'll all die one day, and that'll be the end of it, and there's nothing left. That's what the truly atheistic view believes, that everything is random. Life has no meaning. And when we die, that's the end. That's not what we believe. We don't live in that darkness of ignorance. We believe that we were created by a creator who loves us, who wanted to create something out of his love. And he created human beings, and he loves those human beings very much. And even though he loves us so much that he gave us the freedom, and with that freedom, evil came into the world. And so there is pain, suffering, death. There is much sorrow. But we find meaning through our faith in God. We don't fall into despair. We don't say that, oh, look at all the evil in the world. Why? We say, maybe we don't understand completely why, but we know that God is still with us. And God loves us. And God will help see us through whatever challenges we face. Life has meaning and purpose if we walk with God, if we follow Him. He gives us meaning and purpose for every circumstance that we face, so we don't live ever with despair or with hopelessness. That's the light that God has brought into the world. And as we go through life, walking with Him, finding strength, finding guidance on how to live, finding comfort in our moments of difficulty, as we journey through life, we find out that life is beautiful because we are children of God who can share His love with other people. We become instruments. No matter what we do in life, life takes on great purpose and meaning because we are children of God who are serving this great God. And then when life comes to an end, when we journey through life for our 40 or 50 or 60 or 80 or 100 years, and it comes to the end, we don't despair. We don't squirm and get uncomfortable when we talk about death, because death is not the end. God will still be there. And we, who are followers of Jesus Christ, will continue to walk with Him even after death. And so there's nothing to be afraid of in life. There's no darkness that is darker than the light of Jesus Christ. So let us remember that each and every day of our life. Let us every day say a prayer. Say, Lord, you who are the light of the world, come and shine your light in me and help me to walk with that light of love, that light of hope, that light of joy. Shine forth your light so that I know how to walk each and every day, that I can be an instrument in your hands. And when the time comes for this life to conclude, let your light shine ever so brightly even then, so that I will continue to walk for all eternity in your light.